When the house caught fire in ancient Egypt, eyewitnesses tell us that people did something astonishing. They didn't rush for their jewels. They didn't even save their children first. Instead, they formed a living circle around the flames, desperate, shouting, sometimes weeping, not to keep the fire out, but to keep their cats from running into it. This wasn't madness. This was devotion. To understand ancient Egypt, one must first understand its cats. From granaries to gods, cats entered Egyptian life quietly, padding in from the wild around 4,000 years ago. Drawn by grain stores and the rodents that plagued them, African wildcats proved themselves invaluable. They hunted snakes, protected food supplies, and kept disease at bay. But in Egypt, usefulness alone was never the end of the story. The cat's grace, patience, and sudden violence fascinated the Egyptians. A creature that could lounge in the sun one moment and strike with lethal precision, the next felt divine. Over generations, admiration transformed into reverence. Soon, the cat was no longer just a hunter. It was a symbol of cosmic balance. Bastet, goddess with a purr. At the heart of Egypt's feline obsession stood Bastet, a goddess most often depicted as a woman with a cat's head, or sometimes as a cat herself. Bastet ruled over home, fertility, music, pleasure, and protection. She was gentle but fierce, a mother and a warrior in equal measure. To harm a cat was to insult Bastet herself. Killing one, even by accident, was a crime punishable by death. Greek historian Diodorus Siculus recounts a Roman who accidentally killed a cat and was torn apart by an enraged Egyptian mob, despite the pharaoh's attempts to intervene. Divine law outweighed political power. Mourning whiskers. When a family cat died, the household shaved their eyebrows in mourning. Tears were shed. Rituals were observed, and often the cat was mummified with the same care afforded to humans. Millions of cat mummies have been discovered, wrapped in linen, painted with faces, sometimes placed in miniature coffins. Some were beloved pets. Others were bred specifically as sacred offerings to Bastet, sold to pilgrims visiting her temples. In death, cats continued to serve as bridges between the human and the divine. Cats in the afterlife, and under the bed. Cats appeared everywhere in Egyptian life, painted beneath chairs, carved into jewelry, etched onto tomb walls. Pharaohs kept them. Commoners adored them. Even in the afterlife, cats were believed to ward off chaos and evil spirits. One myth tells of the sun god Ra taking the form of a great cat to slay the serpent Apophis, enemy of order. In that story, the cat is not cute or cuddly. It is the defender of the universe. And yet, back on Earth, it still curled up near hearth fires and chased mice through moonlit courtyards. Why cats, really? Egypt didn't worship cats because they were mysterious. They worshipped them because they were familiar and unfathomable at the same time. Cats lived with humans, but never fully belonged to them. They accepted affection on their own terms. They embodied independence in a society obsessed with order and harmony. To the Egyptians, that balance between wildness and domesticity, tenderness and terror, felt sacred. In a land where chaos was always one flood, one drought, one invasion away, the cat stood as a quiet guardian of equilibrium, the long shadow of whiskers. Though Bastet's temples have crumbled and the pharaohs have turned to dust, Egypt's feline legacy remains. Even today, cats roam its streets freely, heirs to a status earned thousands of years ago. We may no longer shave our eyebrows when a cat dies. We may not believe they carry the soul of a goddess, but when a cat fixes us with that unblinking ancient stare, when it seems to know more than it should, we are perhaps feeling the echo of something the Egyptians understood all too well.